Kanye West is without doubt one of the most controversial music artists of our generation. Let's get real here. Now, the guy has enjoyed a very illustrious music career, dropping some awesome albums, making a fortune, and of course has had a very roller coaster kind of a career, just to say. I mean, Kanye West has stood on stage of music concerts and said he sold to the devil.
I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal. Used to came with a few toys like a Happy Meal.
And as well, Kanye West has ran Sunday services paying homage to Jesus Christ.
People judged. They did the same thing to Noah. Everybody wanted Yandy. The Jesus Christ did the laundry. They say the weak start on Monday, but the strong start on Sunday. Won't be in bondage to any man. John 8:33. We the descendants of Abraham. Yea, shall be made free. John 8:36.
And as well, Kanye West told his ex-wife Kim Kardashian to dress appropriately and how it grieves his spirit when she doesn't.
The girl showing her body off, showing this, showing that, and I didn't realize that that was affecting like my soul and my spirit as someone that's married and loved and the father of like now with about to be 4 kids.
And recently, Kanye West got his new wife to strip on the red carpet of the Grammy Awards, which basically the whole world had view of his wife naked. Really, the guy has literally went from one extreme to the other when it comes to character. I mean, saying how much he loves God and fears God.
What I'm saying is, I have love and fear of God and nothing else.
You know, you might not believe in God, but God believes in you.
And then Kanye West then says that he is God.
Like, I am a God. Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A God.
I mean, literally, this guy is hot and cold one minute. You literally don't know what he's going to say next. Now, as well as that, before Kanye West did allegedly become a Christian, Kanye West was thriving in his music, in his career, had beautiful wife Kim Kardashian. I mean, he was literally on top of the world. Now, as very surprisingly, back around 2019 and 2020, Kanye West in a way shocked the world when he declared that he's a follower of Jesus Christ and started running church services.
Jesus is King. The King of Kings. Our God in praise forever. Jesus.
Now, that got many Christians very excited, the fact that Kanye West had allegedly become a Christian and had found the light. But now, as time has gone on, Kanye West has left being a Christian, walked away from the light, and his life has got very dark, with very dark events has recently happened, with tweets that he's putting up recently, and it's very, very sad to say the least. But anyway, before I go any further, welcome to the Preaching Paddy YouTube channel, and if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Really would appreciate it. God bless. Now, as I'm talking about Kanye, about his behaviour, about his antics, especially since he left Christianity back around maybe 2021 when he started making anti-Semitic comments.
Do you regret saying your comments about Jewish people this week as well? Is that something you triggered some controversy with your comments?
Do you think that the comment came just out of the blue? Or do you think there was a reason why I felt?
I presume there's a reason, so why you said what you said?
When he was saying he was God.
Hell of a fight, because I'm God. And anyone that disagree, I'm the God of me, and you can't tell me who I am.
And when he was having wild antics at music concerts,
Thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
dressed up very bizarrely, wearing balaclavas and having kind of music concerts that look very ritualistic. There was a concert called Donda, which was dedicated to his late mother, but people were saying it was like a satanic ritual. When I looked at the video clip of that concert, it does look very eerie. As his time has gone on and he's left seeing the Christian faith, you know, Kanye West's life spiraled out of control. The things he's saying and the things he's doing is so uncalled for, it's so controversial, and you will kind of look at Kanye West and his antics will say, is this guy seriously having a mental breakdown? Because his tweets are shocking. Now, his recent tweet was paying homage to Adolf Hitler, which we know Adolf Hitler tried to eradicate 6 million Jews back around World War II when Hitler tried to steer Nazi Germany to a one world order. Obviously Hitler got defeated and died and the Nazi regime was over. But Kanye West has paid homage. He's been tweeting about Hitler. He has made shocking tweets that has really sparked a lot of controversy, and all eyes again is on Kanye West for his behaviour. Now, not only that has his tweets made a lot of controversy, he as well, on his Yeezy website, now he's a website called Yeezy, it's kind of like a clothing brand, but he took everything off the clothing brand, stock, his fashion, everything, but left a white t-shirt of a swastika dedicated to, of course, Nazi Germany. We know the swastika is synonymous with Nazi Germany.
Breaking news, the Yeezy website is down. Ye has been banned from Shopify after selling his controversial t-shirt. Looks like even Shopify has its limits. What's next for Yeezy?
And that is very disturbing and concerning that Kanye West has went this low and went to this extent to exalt the likes of Adolf Hitler in tweets and make shocking tweets about his wife as well, that stripped naked on the Grammy Awards with the world could see, that he's the minion over her and that she done it for him. And it kind of just goes to show the self-respect that he has for his wife, and of course the respect and the integrity he has in himself, because it looks like it's going down the pan. He has no integrity or respect, and this looks like a lad who's really in a dark place and a man who is in trouble mentally. And people would look at that and say it's worse the way he's behaving, his antics, and it's shocking people, you know, the things he's coming out with saying, the things he's tweeting. Now, he has been excluded from Twitter since he's made those shocking tweets that has grown up. I mean, look it up yourselves, guys, on YouTube. You'll see the tweets that he's made. It's bad. I mean, he even was kind of mocking. He's saying he wouldn't have pictures with people in wheelchairs. He's anti-Semitic tweets, paying homage to Hitler, and as well disrespecting his wife on a tweet as well, and lifting himself up. And it does vindicate Kanye West's arrogance. But he's a man who's fallen from grace, Kanye West. For a man who was running church services on a Sunday, paying homage to Jesus Christ maybe 5 years ago, now gone as far away from God as the East is from the West, and it's getting darker. And when you are carrying on like this, it never ends well, it never looks good, and it ends bad. And for Kanye West, the story is just getting sadder, his story is just getting darker. He's a man in need of help, spiritual help. But Kanye West had that, but he neglected that, turned away from God and went back to the world. He at one stage was exposing the music industry.
They have contracts. There was a contract. Now it's later been amended, but Victory Void that's signed to Rock Nation. A line inside of the contract that I'm sure Jay-Z and Beyonce never saw was, it said that Victory would not be able to sing about Christ or be able to sing about God in the contract.
He was exposing the Illuminati.
Try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize
They
it.
can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But the music industry he exposed, he left Christianity and went back into that music industry. Now Kanye West is in a bad state. Now I'm going to kind of quote scriptures in relation to Kanye West and his antics. Now Jesus did say in Matthew 12:43 to 45 that when an impure spirit comes out of a man and he goes and finds no rest, he will get 7 more demons and they will occupy that house, the body which they've left, and the state of the man will be worse than the last. Before Kanye West seemingly found Jesus and found God, which really I would even question, did he find Jesus or did he find God, or was it just literally all hype and emotions, didn't get what he wanted and left Christianity and went back into the world? But what I'm saying is, even before that, I never remember Kanye West carrying on like this. Kanye West is in a bad state. Since he's left Christianity, since he's left God, and now he's saying he's God, his antics and behaviour is extremely worrying. Abnormal behaviour, extraordinary behaviour, and the guy is in a bad way and he needs help. And when you come to God and then you go away from God, your state will be worse than the last time. And you look at Kanye West. Now you'd even question, was Kanye West a Christian? Me, looking on the outside, I don't really believe Kanye West was a fully blown born again Christian. I think he had a taste of maybe of Christianity, but when he didn't get what he wanted, as he said in an interview about God and about Jesus, when he prayed to Jesus and he didn't get what he wanted, then he said he was his own God.
Are you in that space where you're comfortable enough to say, this is where I am right now? I'm still a man of God. Jesus still is king, but this is vultures right now. This is where I am.
It is, but I have my issues with Jesus. There's a lot of stuff I went through that I prayed and I didn't see Jesus show up.
We have to understand, God is not a genie, he's a king. And when you follow God and when you follow Jesus, Jesus said it's never going to be easy. And for the likes of Kanye West having the amount of wealth and being rich and famous and then coming to Christianity and not getting what you want off God, and you kind of go away like a spoiled child, that is the end results. Because Jesus did say that a rich man to go to heaven is like a camel going through the eye of a needle. That's how hard it is for a rich man to enter heaven. Now, I'm not saying about riches and wealth, you can't get into heaven because of that. But Jesus did say that it's like a camel going through the eye of a needle. Because you look at Kanye West. Kanye West is the wealthiest artist in the world. We're talking billions. When you have that celebrity status, you have that wealth, you're used to getting what you want. And when you go to God and God doesn't give you what you want, because that's not the way God works. He's not a genie. He's a king. As Kanye West said, he prayed for things God didn't, answer. God answers in different ways, and he doesn't give us all what we want. He gives us what we need. And for the likes of Kanye West, it's hard for him, And I just look at this guy and the state he's in, and he's not in a good place. And his anti-Semitic rants, his tweets, and having so much controversy surrounding the guy, really, it's not going to end well. And the guy needs prayer, and you just would love and hope that he's not just going to keep on going down this dark path, because, man, the only one who could save him, the one he's neglected, the one he's turned his back on, is the greatest man who ever walked on earth, and is the loving God up there. It's Jesus Christ. Kanye West needs Jesus like the world does, but unfortunately Kanye West is saying he's God. And the Bible does say pride before the fall. As Kanye West is exalting himself like he's some God, which he's not, he's a music artist, God would humble you. And the Bible does say pride before the fall. And as wealthy as Kanye West is, as musically famous as Kanye West is as well, and all the albums he sold, will come to nothing in front of God. God will not be mocked. Now Satan told Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden that was the first ever sin you could be like God's. and look at the fall they had, sink him into the world. And Kanye West is going around saying that he's God. So foolish. Look at the fruits of his behaviour. Look at the fruits of a man who was running Sunday services, who shocked the world by affirming that Jesus Christ is King, which he doesn't need to say it. We all know that Jesus Christ is King, those who truly follow him. But now we look at a man, just, yeah, it's a very, very sad situation when you look at Kanye West. You know, that's why when you've God, when you've Christ, you've more peace and joy than anybody who has all the wealth and riches in the world. Because Kanye West looks like a man who's very troubled and in a dark place. The only one who can get him out with that is the one that he turned his back on, the one that he's mocking, and the one he's trying to exalt him above, because you can never do that. Satan tried it in the heavens and got put down. We look at Kanye West when he was running Sunday service churches. He was in no position to be in a spiritual position. Kanye West was in no place to be running Sunday services in the first place. The Bible does say in 1 Timothy 3:6, do not be puffed up like a young novice, fall into condemnation like the devil. Kanye West was puffed up at Sunday service churches. He should have been taking the back seat. He should have been watching the pastor. He should not have been the centre of it all. Christ is the centre of it all. And as Kanye West's journey since he's seemingly alleged his newfound faith back in 2019 and 2020, look where he's ended up. Look at the state of the man. And people will say his antics and behaviour, his mental health, with all these crazy tweets he's putting out, goes a bit deeper. I think it's spiritual. I honestly do. You know, I think it is spiritual, because it's very abnormal things he's saying against Jews, which are God's chosen people, and putting swastikas on t-shirts for sale on his branded website Yeezy. I think it's deriving from more than just mental health, that I could believe it's quite possibly spiritual. So, you know, all you can do is pray for Kanye West, that God will have mercy on him and he will come back to him, because he, not only is he's gone far away from God as the East from the West, he's not even the man he used to be. He's not the Kanye West he was even before he seemingly became a Christian. And when he was walking seemingly with God, it's like a new identity, a different person. And as again, I did quote that scripture, if you come to God and you do leave God, Jesus did say in Matthew 12, the state be worse than the other. If an impure spirit comes out, there'll be 7 more deadly. Now we look at Kanye West, extremely questionable. Anyway, I did hope you enjoyed this content. And again, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Do hope to see you soon. Till then, be blessed.